have breaking news. So right now, we go right to Adam Schefter on A.J. Brown. Adam, what's the latest?
All right, Laura, the trade is in. It is official. A.J. Brown is being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be for a 2028 first-round pick. It's also going to be for a 2027 fifth-round pick. The Patriots have 2 fifth-round picks. It'll be for the better of those 2 particular picks at this point in time, but that trade is the second trade. Who would have thought that the A.J. Brown trade would be the minor of the 2 trades that came down today? But that is the situation. It is now official. A.J. Brown is reuniting with Mike Vrabel in New England. The 2 have worked together before. They are going to work together again now. That trade is just coming down as we speak. A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots.
Adam's trying to get that tweet out. I'm going to buy him just a second here. But, Adam, I do want to follow up. As you've said many times, we expected this to happen. What was the process like to get to this point in leading up to it actually happening here on June 1st, as you see all the information on the screen?
Well, my understanding is the 2 sides had not had any contact in recent weeks. There were conversations that occurred in March and April and an understanding that they would pick this up again after June 1st. And that's exactly what they wound up doing today, exchanging phone calls and coming to the agreement that will send a 2028 one to the Philadelphia Eagles for A.J. Brown, a 2027 fifth-round pick back to the Eagles as well. So the Eagles get 2 first-round picks. Now, here's the other interesting twist to all this, of course. At one point in time, the Los Angeles Rams were sniffing around an A.J. Brown trade, and they decided ultimately that they would be better off spreading their resources elsewhere, trading for Trent McDuffie, and now trading for Myles Garrett.
All right, again, if you're just tuning in, Myles Garrett is now a Ram. The Browns got Jared Verse and some good picks, a 2027 first-round pick. And now it's official. A.J. Brown is a New England Patriot. We'll dive into the Eagles side of all of this, but congrats to the Pats. You got yourself a great wideout. Let's talk about A.J. Brown. Through his career and up until this point, Brown has been one of the most productive receivers in NFL history, including the playoffs. He's one of 7 players all time with at least 8,500 receiving yards and 60 touchdown catches in his first 7 seasons. The others, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Marvin Harrison, Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, and Tyreek Hill. Pretty great company to be in. Mina, what do you make of the idea of Brown in that Patriots offense now that we know it's official?
It's fairly exciting. Very good fit with the quarterback. Drake May is an aggressive thrower of the football, loves throwing it downfield. He's very accurate throwing it downfield. A.J. Brown is excellent, really at all 3 levels, but contested catch situations, red zone. You like the makeup of the receiver group now, which is really remade, right, with Romeo Doubs as a 2 and a mixture of Hollins, Douglas. We'll see what Kayshon Boutte's role is. And I'll add this, I think, so when we think about A.J. Brown and his skill set, the number one thing that comes to mind is his ability to beat man coverage. Statistically, been the best receiver in man coverage in football the last few years, and press. And while during the regular season, the Patriots receivers were very effective in that regard, I think in the postseason, you saw the group get a little exposed. Now, they're not the only problem. It was the offensive line. Drake May struggled as well. But something that caught my eye in the postseason, I looked this up, against press coverage, Patriots receivers only caught 23% of Drake May's throws. So I feel like A.J. Brown is a solution to a problem that did show up a little bit later in the year, and it's just a really great fit for this quarterback. And also, by the way, yes, they're not the Rams, but the Pats were in the Super Bowl last year, so it makes sense that they're trying to take advantage of the rookie quarterback's contract to win now.
Yeah, it's a couple reasons I love this. One, it's another gift to Drake May, but it's also because Drake May has played well and proven as a young quarterback that he's on the ascension of being a really good quarterback in this league, and you supplement that by bringing in a really good wide receiver. The other thing about this is a personality fit as well, and I've been very tough on the Titans for letting Mike Vrabel and A.J. Brown go, and along with Derrick Henry. All 3 of those guys were in one place at one time. But to marry this again, I think the personality fit matters. When we were in New England and they were in the playoffs, you saw this team and how much they were galvanized and how much they rode for their head coach. And I think A.J. Brown, with his mentality, to me, it fits the way that Mike Vrabel is as a head coach. If A.J. Brown wants the football, they're going to find ways to get it to him. And I don't want to take Josh McDaniels out of this either, because every time Josh McDaniels has had a really good wide receiver, that wide receiver has put up enormous numbers. And I think A.J. Brown will be the next one in that line of guys that's been acquired by the New England Patriots that plays that position at a very high level and can absolutely get it done. So when you look at it in totality, I think it's more about the fit and the mentality of A.J. Brown and this Patriots culture that they're trying to build. As a football player, we know A.J. Brown is going to play well and play at a high level.
The trade itself is unique in that it's like the worst kept secret in the league, and it actually happened. These usually don't work this way. Like, it was the biggest topic at the Combine. Everyone was like, A.J. Brown's going to the Patriots. Then in free agency, the Patriots aren't going to break the bank on anyone but Romeo Doubs. It's because they think A.J. Brown is coming. And then draft week, Adam Schefter comes out and is like, oh, that trade's coming. As all the Boston beat reporters are like chasing it, like, wait, it is happening now? So I find it fascinating that no other team swooped in. Nothing fell apart at the last second. This is one that was kind of in the drawer since the Combine. And then it actually happens. And I guess we'll do the Eagles side of it. It kind of makes me sad too, that like, this is how it ends, right? Like, this was a great, great partnership, A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. And these guys were supposedly best friends from childhood. And like, it actually is over. And I'm sad by that, because I thought those two had this great future ahead of them. And after the Super Bowl championship and the amazing performance that A.J. Brown had in that season 2 years ago, I was really hopeful that those two can find a way to make it work. But it sounds like bigger things were at play, and A.J. Brown is now on to his third team, and he's back with Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, on NFL Live, they just sent out this tweet. Thank you for everything, AJ. Special to see. He is now a Patriot. The Patriots, by the way, begin their season at the Seahawks, home against the Steelers, at the Jaguars, and at the Bills.